We have a top 25 showdown in College Station at night in prime time. One of the many big college football showdowns in College Station this season. Hello, everybody. You're listening to the College Sports Superfan. Today, we're going to take a look at number 7 Notre Dame on the road against number 20 Texas A&M for Week 1. It's the game of the week, prime time in College Station, Texas, and the Texas A&M Aggies have a very good schedule where they host a lot of great teams, and a lot of them have to travel to College Station, which is going to set up a lot of exciting home matchups for their fans. First, let's get into Notre Dame, though. They bring in Riley Leonard as the transfer quarterback from Duke. Had a lot of dual threat capability with the Blue Devils. Now he comes into Notre Dame. He had to deal with some injuries towards the end of his season, but he was a very productive quarterback for the Duke Blue Devils last year. They also bring back Jeremiah Love at running back, who's a tough, powerful running back, going to pick up difficult short yardage situations. And the wide receiver group, I think, is very underrated for Notre Dame. It should be a lot better this season. They bring back Jaden Greathouse, who was a really good freshman wide receiver last year. He's coming back for his sophomore year. I think he takes a big step forward. Plus, they got 2 impact transfers. Bo Collins from Clemson. He's a big-time, huge catch radius wide receiver. And Chris Mitchell from Florida International University. Very productive over there. Now he goes to Notre Dame. And interestingly enough, they'll have Tyler Buckner in at wide receiver. Very interesting journey he's had. He went from being the Notre Dame starting quarterback. That didn't work out too well. He decides to transfer to Alabama. He starts off as the Alabama starting quarterback, loses his job to Jalen Milroe, decides to transfer back to Notre Dame, wants to be a lacrosse player, then stops playing lacrosse, then gets himself back onto the Notre Dame football team, where he then is now a wide receiver. He's got a lot of speed, so I could see him being a very good slot option for the Fighting Irish. I think this wide receiver group is very good. Plus, they have an NFL caliber tight end in Mitchell Evans. We know Notre Dame just produces one elite tight end after another. Mitchell Evans is one of those guys who's going to be playing on Sundays soon. So this receiver group, overall for Notre Dame, very talented for quarterback Riley Leonard. I think it's a very underrated part of their team. The defense is also loaded. Marcus Freeman is the head coach, and he has guys like Howard Cross, the third on the line, and Benjamin Morrison, who's a lockdown corner, and Xavier Watts at safety. I think Xavier Watts could be the next Kyle Hamilton for this defense. He's that good. Overall, the defense is still the strength of the team, even though the offense, I think, takes a big step forward. Next, let's talk about Texas A&M, what they got for their team. Connor Weigman returns as the quarterback, former 5-star, highly touted recruit. He's back once again. The running back group is deep, but it's got some injury concerns. Ruben Owens, Le'Veon Moss, and E.J. Smith are all there. They're all quality running backs, but it's doubtful whether Owens will be able to play in this first week, so we may be seeing time split between Moss and E.J. Smith. Of course, E.J. Smith is the son of legendary NFL running back Emmitt Smith, and he's transferring in from Stanford. At the wide receiver group, it's got a lot of decent players. Losing Evan Stewart, though, in the offseason to Oregon was certainly a big loss for Texas A&M. They do bring back Moose Muhammad, who was really good last year, and then they also bring in an impact tight end transfer, Garrett Miller. He comes in from Purdue. Very good tight end with the Boilermakers over the last couple of years and could be one of their top receiving threats this season. And the defense absolutely is Texas A&M's strength as well. Nick Scorton, it could be a top 10, maybe even top 5 NFL draft pick on the defensive end. And then they also return Randy Bond, who's a very good kicker. So the special teams for Texas A&M, I think, is one of their strengths. Might be slightly better than Notre Dame's special teams. They've got some better returners as well. So they got home field advantage, slightly better special teams. I think Notre Dame is a better defense, but who has the better offense? I actually believe Notre Dame has the better offense. So the better offense and defense, but they don't have home field advantage. They don't have the edge on special teams. And you look at the coaching staff, Marcus Freeman, I do believe at the moment is a better coach than Mike Elko, who's just coming in. This is his first game with Texas A&M. This one I think is going to be very, very, very close. Ultimately, when it's games that are close like this, I tend to pick the home team, and it's at nighttime in College Station. Very difficult to win. Yes, I believe Notre Dame could possibly overcome it, but I'm going to say the Aggies win by 3. Very close. May end up regretting that decision. Notre Dame tends to be overrated every year, though, so I'm going to roll with Texas A&M winning this one by 3 points. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for listening to the College Sports Superfan. We have just a couple other games to go, and we're going to have an exciting Week 1. Thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe.